Cadenza started with 2 unsigned tracks that actually I started Cadenza with my sister, and when I started Cadenza it was no intention about doing the label or doing a label, something like this. When we got all the feedback from the people, we realized, oh my God, we have to be responsible for all these people and all these requests and this demand that there was behind the record, and we decided to keep going on with the label. Yeah. I got a lot of music yet. I can't get through everything because there's a lot of music coming in, but I'm always trying to connect with some people that I've been following and stuff like that. For me, making music is just a way of expression. I look for something that I want to express, something that makes me, that when I'm composing, that I feel close to what I'm doing, that is meaning something to myself, and then to try to make it happen, to bring an idea, develop it, like bring it to a certain point where it's also full of surprise, that you can't tell, okay, it's going to break down now, here it's going to, it's always moving and changing and stuff like that. And that's the idea of me of music. It's something that is recreative. I have an album coming. It's almost finished, and there is also a DVD coming with it, with a kind of concept that we did and stuff like that, which is pretty fun. I mean, for me, it's like there was never a time for a certain style of music. It's like house music exists for ages, techno music, minimal music also exists for long. It's just that the people is paying attention to during the 90s to techno, during the end of the 90s to house, then minimal. But all this music have been existing for a long time. And for me, all my background is like I play a lot the music that I was discovering at that time in the 90s and stuff like that. For me, it's very important to bring this old music with the new music in and to make a mixture, because sometimes here also the music is like going a little bit like too. It's always the same, so you have always to take a little bit from the past, to take from the present, and make a mixture of both of us. Vinyl supporter, but for me the switch was not only about like having a new program or whatever. For me, it's just a geographical situation. At the moment, I left Berlin and I live like in a small village and stuff like that. So it was more like this was my only option to still be able to buy new music and stuff like that, living in the middle of the mountain. Yeah, I live in the mountain. There's no record store around and stuff like that. So I decided to switch to this because I had no more option, yeah. But I'm a big vinyl supporter also, for sure. I mean, I'm not like that much into square thing. I'm very open to evolution and to new stuff and new possibilities, but I still think that the vinyl is a very nice product. Success for me is something related to something that you are doing because you believe in something strongly and you feel satisfied about what you do. That's like a personal success into something. Now I think the people, when you are true to what you do and when you are doing something like truly, I think people feel this energy and start people to get attracted about that, I think. And I mean, success is something more personal, something that being able to achieve something that I really wanted to do and that I have feelings for it and stuff like that. Yeah, which was like basically. And then when you start to realize that the success goes is when you start to go all around the world and you see that the rooms are full, the clubs are full, people is interested about what you do. So you have to give your best and try to do the best as you can. Yeah. Like two things divided. One thing is like the technique that you need to be spiritual, because the technique is the way for you to express yourself. Yeah, so you need to have a knowledge about certain techniques. Then I think everyone is spiritual. Richie also has a spiritual thing about his music. I do like also in another way. Like all the friends around also probably they do. And I think it's more the technique. It's just a way to express yourself. So then you can use it in many different ways. And that's the balance between both. I think it's people is like the government. They are trying to put the feet down and to slow it down and stuff like that. But I think it's more something that if you create the image in your side, in your mind, that is going to finish. It's going to finish. So if the government is trying to put it down, we have to show that we do not agree that this exists for more than 40 years, and Ibiza is living like that forever. So we should definitely, people should still come on and stop thinking with this idea, because we're going to let the politician win, and we must a little bit stand, and everyone goes there and stand and say, no, guys, we like party, this is a nice party, this is a nice event, there's no fight, it's not healthy, but it's like spiritual, and there is something going on over in Ibiza that people should support. It's part of our own culture of 2008.